This is Geometry Dash's 2.2 monster, and all it can do is roll on the floor, and let's be real, that's nothing. So today I decided to level up this 2.2 monster to 5 different levels, starting from level 1, going all the way to level 5. Starting with this 1-star monster, we're gonna have to make him a bit more aggressive. And my plan is to basically make him kind of fall and just roll on the floor. He's gonna kind of follow you all the time. And by just adding a few triggers, he now basically falls and just starts chasing you, which is honestly pretty easily avoidable. But you can't forget, he's only a 1-star monster, so let's actually pump it up a bit more and start working on the double-star monster. See how aggressive he's going to be. You guys probably already know that you can actually animate these guys to kind of make them have these cool animations and be kind of aggressive. And one problem about this is that we can't really decorate it because he's constantly moving, so we're gonna have to recreate his already mad animation from scratch. This is gonna take a bit of time, but I got you all. You all know the drill. We just have to do this. And would you look at that? We have a pretty cool looking thing. So now we just have to kind of give him the ability to shoot fire. And that's not going to happen without any cool decorations as always. We're going to add like some yellow glow around him. I mean, I'm not going to lie. This guy already looks much better than this guy. So imagine the 5-star. We're going to get there eventually. Now that also the eyes are separate. Oh my god, that kind of ruined it all. But we can actually change his eye color to maybe yellow. We're not gonna go red yet because red is really aggressive. So something like this, and let's also add some glow to it. Would you look at that? Isn't that beautiful? He is a 2-star and he looks much more aggressive than this guy. So now let's actually get into implementing some mechanics that he can do. For example, shooting out fireballs and more. So as always, I like adding particles at the very first. See, so something like this looks pretty cool. And just like that, we have a fireball. You really cannot complain. So now it's actually time to add the mechanics to this guy, which is honestly always the hardest thing. So I will see you guys in about 5 weeks. But before we actually do that, what I want to do is I want to add some animations to his mouth. Oh my god, check this out. So I made his mouth kind of do this little thing, which is honestly pretty cool. Use the keyframing system. But now after doing that, I want him to start shooting stuff. So that's, yeah, we're gonna get there. But we can't forget the charging animation. I always love adding that. Okay, so I just finished adding the animations and all the mechanics, and I think it is looking pretty good. So check this out. He does this little animation, which looks phenomenal. And then he shoots a fireball, which is gonna chase you, but not really that hard because it's pretty easily avoided. Never mind. It's actually pretty hard. Okay, but if you're an epic gamer, you can actually avoid it pretty easily. And yeah, that's the 2-star. You just have to famous it really quick and be an epic gamer like me. Pretty easy. And I would say that's it for level 2. And I think the difference between level 1 and level 2 is absolutely insane. Like this is level 1. It just floats in the air. And this guy is pretty hard to avoid. Yeah, pretty cool. Actually, I also want to add sound effects. I cannot forget those. I forgot them in the last video, but we can't forget them right now. Oh my god, I literally just added 2 more sound effects and it just looks so much better. Like with the sound effects, it just makes it so much more alive. Absolutely love it. Okay, that's the 2-star. Let's ramp it up to 3-star. And I think the difference between these guys is insane. So I can't imagine the difference between this guy and level 5. As always, we have to start with the design. And this time, this guy is going to be a bit more red. And of course, we can't forget the 3-star. We're actually getting kind of close to 4 and 5. So let's see how this guy's going to turn out. I think his eyes are a tiny bit boring. I think I'm going to replace them with one of these. Oh my god, doesn't that just look amazing already? This is so cool. Okay, now make him more red, like we said, a bit like that. A bit more orangey, because he's gonna have some pretty crazy attacks, I must say. And in the video where I basically upgraded those monsters, I always like to add some kind of spikes like those guys, which basically just emphasize that these are some pretty sharp spikes. And by the way, if you haven't watched that video, don't worry, I'm gonna link it at the end of this one so you can watch it after that one. It's very cool. cool. Okay, now I really want to make his teeth look much more sharp. And to do that, we're just gonna use this guy. One of these. I don't really know. Boom! Would you look at that? This is so cool. He has like these sharp things, which I think just adds so much to it. And also the orange things and stuff. Also, come on, like we have a particle system and we haven't used it and we're already at 3 stars, so that is an L. So I made this star, which basically just rotates, and adding it in the background just gives it so much more life. And oh my god, this is about to go crazy. Okay, so now we have to make this guy animate and also do some pretty crazy attacks. Okay, so for this one, I decided to spice up this guy a bit more because he's still gonna shoot fireballs. I mean, at the end of the day, these guys are just monsters. But it's gonna go a bit crazier because my boy is 3 star and he's about to shoot 3 different kind of fireballs. And with all of these triggers done, this guy now shoots a triple fireball, which is honestly... I think that was a pretty lucky round. Let's give it a try one more time and see. Yeah, it gets really hard if you don't know what you're doing, and there are 3, so it's pretty hard to focus on them. But I think what would be more interesting is if we switch to the jetpack, because now these guys will just constantly follow you. Oh my god, why did I do that? And I honestly love his animations. The way he animates, I think is pretty cool. But let me just make sure that I kill these fireballs. Like, oh, that was such a good decoy right there. Okay, and that's the first attack. I also want to do a second attack where he's basically going to shoot out his spikes, which I think is going to be phenomenal. The only problem is that I have to figure out how to exactly do that. Oh my god, this is actually phenomenal. Check this out. So if he does that, he basically just shoots a bunch of spikes, which just looks so cool, especially because he's made of spikes. So he basically just shoots stuff from his own body to just kill you, which I think is pretty phenomenal. But now it's pretty lame. These guys just stop right there, which is not that very cool. Okay, and I think with that, I added a bunch more triggers, and now this guy shoots a bunch of spikes, which I think looks phenomenal. And you can also shoot 3 different fireballs, and this guy is... I hate the spikes because they're so unpredictable, and I think it's looking phenomenal so far. Level 3 looks insane, has crazy animations, and also very cool mechanics. So let's get to the next level. Level 3, and there's already that much mess. Yeah, wish me luck for the next levels. Alright, so the monster of level 4. This is where he's really gonna start getting red. So we're not gonna do no more... Oh my god, this actually looks phenomenal. We're not gonna do any orange. This is gonna start going pure red, which honestly is gonna look pretty cool. If we just take these and we make them completely red like so, they just look phenomenal. And we can then take these guys and make them red. And most importantly, this circle that's gonna be behind him is also red. And this guy, he already looks a bit more aggressive, but we still need to spice him up a lot more. Oh my god, I just added these and he already looks insane. And also we can't forget, he is a 4-star. He just looks so much better. Also kind of want to make these guys a bit more sharp, so as we go he's gonna get sharper and sharper. And oh my god, he looks so much better than this guy. Every time I make the newer one, dude, this looks so bad, let alone this dude. Okay, this is a crazy upgrade. I'm actually so happy with how this is turning out. Let's spice him up even more. Oh my god, this looks so cool. Okay, so this is how he looks. However, I need your guys' opinion. Is it better like that or like this? Which one do you guys prefer more, that or this? Type 1 in the comments if you want me to do this, and type 2 in the comments if you want me to do this. For now, I'm gonna go with somewhere in between, so you guys have the final decision. Dude, his eyes look so nice. I absolutely love it. Okay, so I would say let's make some mechanics, and this is always the hardest part, so wish me luck for sure. Oh my god, I have such a good idea. So what I'm gonna do is, since this guy is very spiky, I was about to use saw blades, but saw blades don't look very cool, so I'm gonna use this thing and I'm gonna make it completely black, so it looks like he's kind of the guy that would shoot these guys. Okay, so this is a very cool idea. I've never done this before, so we're gonna give it a try. Okay, so when you're doing a mechanic and it already looks cool before you even do anything, I think that's where you know, yep, that's definitely gonna be fire. Oh my god, check this out. Oh my god, this looks so cool, and it's so hard to avoid too. I mean, it's always the same position, but if you're like the jetpack and you're flying around, it's very easy to get hit by these guys. So yeah, this is level 4, the beginning of level 4. And I think this is where it's basically safe to say that he's gonna start following you, and he's just gonna come straight after you, like so. Yep. Oh my god, this looks so good. I absolutely love. However, I am ignoring damage just instantly, dude. This is so hard. Okay, so he follows you, and yeah, you're gonna have to dodge all of these guys. Okay, I added the rotations too, which also looks pretty cool. But I think also one thing that's insanely missing is, of course, a pulse to this guy so that he is, you know, pulsing. Oh, that looks so cool, dude. Adding like pulses and a bit of rotation always gives it this awesome effect. Okay, so these things are not gonna go away. They're gonna stay in here so that you have more of a hard time dodging him. And I mean, that's the whole point. We're going up with the stars. The difficulty is definitely gonna go up. Ooh, I got a good idea. Since this guy is very fiery, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add something like this, which is basically gonna shoot up. I always love doing it with the particle system, especially. You see how this is, oh my god, this is gonna be so cool. Like, it's already in here, and I can already imagine how this is gonna be so amazing. I'm gonna show you guys. I'm gonna implement it exactly how I am seeing it in my brain right now, or at least I'm gonna try. Oh my god, this is gonna be so cool. Okay, one thing I also always love to add is basically just these nice little particles, which always look phenomenal. So I'm gonna do something like this, maybe a bit more red, and oh my god, the result is absolutely fascinating. Check this out. He's gonna throw this fire thing at you, which is just gonna look so cool. Oh my god, this looks so nice. I can't imagine, dude, if the 5-star doesn't look epic, I have no idea what to say. Like the cursed thorn, bro, come on, you gotta be kidding me. But now, sound effects, we can't forget those are almost always the best thing. So we're gonna do beam. I don't think this is the right thing. Okay, this is phenomenal. Check this out. So I added, oh my god, this is, bro, the sound effects trigger is so cool. Okay, and with sound effects for the spikes too, I think this is looking just very, very cool. And now we can make him shoot fire as well, and he can also follow us. This is always an option. Okay, and I'm honestly gonna be honest, this is avoiding all of this might be really, really hard for me, so I'm just gonna have ignore damage on from now on, because yeah, I am not that big of a gamer. Maybe one day you guys will be able to do this, because yeah, I am not doing that. But now we have to move one last star up, and we're gonna see what we're gonna come up with. But before we do that, you guys have to slap the subscribe and also the like button right now, and let's get into implementing the final boss, the final monster, the 5-star monster, and let's see how he's gonna look like. Okay, so you guys can see that this guy has spikes on every second. One of his spikes, he has like these gray shading or something, I don't even know how you call it. And this guy also has on every second one, but now he's gonna have on every single one of them. And it already looks so much more 3D and so much cleaner, but he's gonna get even crazier, trust me. And we're gonna start by basically adding this glow thing, which is something that I love doing. And we're gonna make it black, and simply doing that should do absolutely nothing because it's on the wrong. Yep, now we're talking. Something like this. Oh my god, he looks so cool. Okay, not too crazy though. I mean, he looks pretty nice, but nothing too special in comparison to his brother. All right, we gotta make him even more aggressive. This is pretty cool. I have an idea. What if I do like something crazy like this? Yeah, no. Maybe if we do something like that, maybe. Okay, I think I'm gonna change his eyes a bit, because let's be honest, every single one of them has had a major change. It's insane, I can't believe it. Has had a major change in his eyes specifically, so we're gonna do that here too. And oh my god, this guy looks insane. I added a bit more spikes on him because this is the final boss. We have to add the final star too, and now by adding the shading on there, check this out, it's just starting to look awesome. And there it is, the final 5-star. It looks so nice, and you guys can see this is the evolution of it, and it is just phenomenal. It's really, really cool. So this is gonna gonna take a while, but we're gonna have to add the mechanics, and this is not gonna be any cool thing because mechanics are hard to add, but once they're done, they're gonna be pretty cool. Also, let me know down in the comments if I should also upgrade these guys. Also, this guy could be upgraded. What if we upgrade the spikes? Let me know down in the comments. Okay, so let's be fair. This guy can shoot a beam. Never mind. I don't know where the beam is. Okay, there we go. We fixed it. But my plan for the next one is to upgrade that beam into something even crazier. After hours of work, I can tell you that this looks so cool. I'm just gonna change the background to something even more dramatic like so. And check this out. This looks so insane. We just need to add sound effects, and then this one's gonna be wild. So this guy he's insane. He also follows you in case you didn't see. What the heck is going on? What is this, dude? Imagine having to escape this. Well, you kind of can. Why? Because my plan for this boss fight is to have an HP bar for myself so that I don't instantly die, so that if he hits me, I will just lose HP, which I think is going to be much cleaner than just instantly dying, because this guy's going to have quite a few, attacks. So we're going to get into implementing the HP system first. So we add this, of course, for the HP that's going to appear on our UI, and we make the UI like so by adding these cool little squares, and we can't forget even more particles. And with that, we have an HP bar up there, which looks pretty cool. And on top of that, I also added this thing that once you basically enter, it's gonna start. Oh my god. That is a lot of HP lost. So if you stay in there, you're gonna start losing HP like really fast. I am talking like crazy fast. I also haven't mentioned this, but I also added this particle which will play once you lose HP, which now thinking about it is a tiny bit too big. Also this thing, because why not? Also I like to have this a bit bigger. Also Rob, if you're watching, increase the maximum in here into 100. That would be a bit cooler. Okay, so now he's gonna follow you. I also added this beautiful trail which you guys can see in like behind him, which looks pretty cool. So now he can this beam looks so cool. Oh my god, wait, we can shoot. Oh my god, this is like quadruple beaming right now. Okay, this is impossible. Okay, so that's the first attack. We're gonna add more attacks. So my next attack is, I always had this idea, which is to basically have, you know how we play around with him shooting his own stuff like spikes. So this time we're gonna have like a maze, if you know what I'm saying. So something like this. This is gonna basically pull out and he's gonna start rotate around himself, which I think is gonna be phenomenal. So the first thing that I did was create this maze, or whatever you want to call it, and it is a massive thing and it just looks so cool. I made it so that it looks the exact same style as him, and now we need to add a hitbox on it, and now we need to actually get into implementing the mechanics, because it's gonna be a bit hard to make it come out of him, because it's a pretty giant thing. So I'm gonna have to figure out a way. Okay, I found a way. I just cannot imagine how. Oh my god, this looks so phenomenal. Like he just pulls it out and then he rotates it around him really fast. So you have to take a look at which direction it's going to. Yeah, that's the wrong direction, my bad, but there we go. Okay, no, I am so bad at this. So if he goes this way, that has to be, oh my god, you have to like react really fast, and he's not even following me. So if you make him follow me and do that, I am cooked. Yeah, oh my god. This guy is no fun, and you even have 100 lives instead of 1, which is insane. By the way, touching this thing, it's gonna take a lot of your HP, about 10 of them. So yeah, you better be careful. But I also want to add some trail as a particle system behind it. See how that's gonna look like. Oh my god, check this out. This looks so insane. Oh my god, the particle system is literally, oh my god, this is so fast, it's impossible. This is so cool though. Oh my goodness, this looks so nice. He kind of like pulls it out and then he rotates it around him and then he pulls it back in, which yeah, now looking at it, he's not really doing that. Okay, now though, I fixed it. This looks so cool. We just need sound effects, and that's how many attacks so far? 2 or 3 or something? I don't really know, but we're still gonna add like 3 or 4 more, because this is 5-star and you guys really like this series, so we're gonna have to spice it up as max as we can. Oh my god, I just added sound effects and this thing sounds so cool. Check this out. he just does this little thing, and it's just so cool. This is so phenomenal. I absolutely love it. He can even follow you with this. I haven't even, okay, this is so hard. Like, thing is, if you touch this guy, that's when it's no longer fun. Like, if you touch him, you're gonna start losing HP like insane. So we're gonna add, I want to add some rainfall. We're gonna add like some particles that basically just fall like really fast, and it's just gonna look so cool. But this thing is so hard to avoid. Like, how do you even avoid this thing? Okay, I actually want to avoid it while he's following me. So, oh, what? I actually did it. Okay, so if you're in the right spot, it's actually not that hard. So let me just do it one more time, and yeah, I think I'm cooked. Yeah, I actually kind of survived 2 attacks with 60 HP left, which is not too great. But let's get into implementing the next thing. Okay, so I made this crazy rainfall, which looks like black and also red, which I think is very cool. And of course, I also added indications so that you guys can see where the fireballs, or whatever you want to call them, are going to come down from. This guy is way beyond shooting things himself. He just sends them down from heaven. This looks so insane. Oh my god. So he basically just does this where he, yeah, if this happens, you're just cooked. There's nothing I have to say. No explanations needed. If this happens, you're basically cooked. So let's just add sound effects too. Okay, this is absolutely insane. So yeah, with sound effects, this makes it more crazy. Okay, so I made him shoot from farther up, and this thing doesn't take that much HP if you touch it. I mean, it's just a tiny bit. Yeah, never mind. This thing about it be crazy. Let's add more. Why not? Let's add more. So since it's absolutely a tradition for these guys to shoot fireballs, I'm gonna have to admire him by basically adding a very special fireball that's gonna be very bloody, you can say. And it's not gonna be this ordinary one. Dude, where is that one thing? Oh, this one. That's exactly what I'm looking for. And by just doing this, it is a bloody electrical fireball. And I also added some mechanics to it here, and now by just touching this thing, you're gonna have a bad day because he's gonna shoot this fireball at you, and it's gonna create it's not gonna be great. I promise. It's basically, as soon as it touches you, it's gonna create this circle, which if you enter is gonna be bad. And if he's following you all the time, you do not want to get, you just stop thinking. You're just cooked. You're just done for. Just give up already. If you see this boss, just quit Geometry Dash. That's the only way to win. And just as a throwback to what we had a lot earlier, what I'm gonna do is something very cool. So we all remember this guy. He's a 1-star, and we're gonna do something crazy with him. We're gonna take him and we're gonna make this guy shoot those guys. What am I doing? This guy is just gonna start shooting these guys out, and they're gonna maybe follow you. We're gonna see. Okay, so it's been a while, and I added these guys, and I think now by just adding this one, we're gonna see how that's gonna... Oh my god, that's already so many attacks. It's absolutely insane. I'm going nuts with this, bro. Okay, so we're gonna see how that's gonna look like, and oh my god, this looks so cool. He basically just shoots these guys, and when he's like following you and does that at the same time, it's just so cool. This is so nice. I absolutely love this thing. Okay, and I guess let's just showcase every single monster of these guys. Okay, let's start with the 1-star monster. He's a pretty chill guy, doesn't do anything, but his attack is just he basically falls down and starts chasing you, which if you're the jetpack, you can just stay here, and yeah, that's it. On the other hand, however, we have the double-star monster, which he's now a bit more advanced, and he can shoot fireballs at you, which, yeah, they also follow you, which is pretty advanced technology for such a guy. He even does a little charging effect, which looks pretty cool, and yeah, you guessed it, the fireball actually kills you, but you can trick it and make it go into the thing. Cool thing about him is that he actually has some pretty cool animations, but I actually want to trick this fireball before I go away. Please go into the ground like that. No, yes, okay, that's it. I think that's it. Yes, I got it to go into the ground. But now we have the triple star, the 3-star monster. He looks a lot more insane, and as you guys can see, he has double attacking methods. So the first one, I have actually forgotten it, but the first one is oh, he shoots triple fireballs, which kind of cook you if you're a cube, but as the jetpack, it's actually pretty hard to get around it. But I mean, if you're stuck in this small area where I have to stay, yeah, he's just a triple star. I can't talk. He's just a triple star that can basically shoot triple fireballs at you, which I think looks pretty cool. And yeah, he can just keep doing it until nothing happens, until you die. But he also has a second thing, which is, yeah, he shoots these spikes out of his body to basically kill you, which are very instant. They're very, very fast, and they're pretty hard to avoid when it comes to very tight places. But that's it for the triple star. Now we have the 4-star, which looks insane, and he also has 3 different attacking methods. So the first one, I've actually forgotten it, but okay, so the first one is just him following you, which isn't anything special, but it gets harder when he starts shooting these guys. So if he's basically following you and then all of a sudden he starts shooting these, it's gonna get hard because these guys are just gonna stay there and you're gonna have to basically dodge him without you touching it. However, okay, I'm so bad at this, bro. It was literally a static, but now we also have, other than that, I'm so dumb, bro. This is actually starting to get pretty hard. Okay, so we have these things. Oh my god. Okay, we have, nope, this is impossible. It's not, I'm sure it's not. Thing is, I don't have that much space. I don't want to move too much far because otherwise it would be out. Oh, that's the second one. The second one looks so cool. Okay, I'm just gonna have to deal with the first attack first. This is impossible. This is actually pretty hard, bro. You're gonna be kidding me. Okay, get me out of here. Okay, cool. Okay, the second thing is he's gonna I just want to show you guys this. Okay, for the 5-star, I'm definitely turning on no damage. Okay, so these spikes, and then we have the fire beam, which just continues until you die. Yeah, and with that we have gone through the 1-star, the 2-star, the 3-star, and the 4-star. However, what lies ahead is of course the 5-star monster, and this guy is so insane that you guys might think, why does he have a health bar? Well, that's not his health bar, that is my health bar, because his attacks are so insane. If you only had 1 health, you would be demolished in a matter of seconds. So I gave you 100 more lives to live by, and he has a lot of attacks. First one being, he's gonna start chasing you, which, you know, in and of itself is pretty easy to dodge, but when you combine it with, for example, this thing, it's about to get crazy, and I am about to die. I only have 29 HP, yeah, 19 HP left. If this was without HP for me, I would have died a long time ago. Okay, we are back here and we have 99 HP again, and we're just gonna go ahead and continue our journey. Okay, this attack is so insane. It's almost impossible to avoid. Like okay, 69 HP. I would have only died like 30 times going through that single attack. Okay, let's try out the second one. Oh my god, this second one just instantly killed me, bro. What the heck? That was unfortunate, but now I fixed it, and I'm actually pretty glad that it killed me because now I have 99 HP. But let's not talk about that. Oh my god, this looks so cool. Like, that attack is so smooth. I absolutely love it. So you guys saw that, and if you touch the guy, you're gonna start losing HP really fast. But if you touch one of those guys, it's actually not too bad. I mean, it's just a bit bad, but you do definitely don't want to get into it too much. Okay, let's try out the third one. The third one is that one, so we're gonna have to go to the fourth one, which is, yeah, you're dead. My god. Okay, the fourth attack is a fireball, is a electrical fireball, which when it explodes, it's gonna do, okay, I actually spoiled everything, but this electrical fireball, as soon as it reaches you, it basically generates this electrical area, which if you go into, it's gonna get bad. You guys saw my HP, so it's gonna stay there for about, I don't know, like 5 to 10 seconds, and yeah, let's give it a try for the final 2 attacks and see how they're gonna look like. So this one is a massive beam, which is so cool, and avoiding it is even cooler. This is so phenomenal. I absolutely love it. So it does it for about 4 seconds, and if you're not ready, you're just cooked. Now, I'm honestly pretty ready because I'm the one who's calling all of these attacks, but when he's on his full potential, he's just gonna randomly play a random attack. The final one is this insane sword that he pulls out, and then he basically just shoots you with it. Oh my god, this is so insane. This actually looks pretty phenomenal to me. So we're gonna restart because I'm not too great, and I almost died. Okay, oh my god. Okay, escaping this one, if you're ready, it's doable. But if you're not, if you're like me, then you're basically, you're not totally cooked. Just a bit. Never mind. I'm dead. Okay. Oh my god. Oh my god. A double attack with these. Okay, all of them. Okay, I'm cooked. That's it. GG. Watch one of those videos that is on the screen right now, and we'll see you guys over there. Thank you all for watching.